Hello everyone. After listening to today's story, you will come to know how to look for your problems when they are beyond your control. Once upon a time, a young man was very unhappy with his life. He felt depressed and terrible all the time. He came to know about a Zen master in nearby town. One day he decided to visit Zen master and ask for solution for his problems. Young man went to him and said, "Sir, I have so many problems in my life that I am always sad. Please tell me solution. How can I be happy?" Zen master listened to him carefully and then got up. Young man was confused to see him leaving without saying anything, but he waited for him. After some time, Zen master came back with a glass of water and a bowl full of salt. Master asked the man to take a handful of salt from that bowl and put it in the glass and then drink that water. Young man was confused but did as instructed by the master. Then Zen master asked, "How does it taste?" Young man replied, "It is terrible. All that I could taste was salt." Now, Zen master asked that young man to take a handful of salt and come with him. They both went to a nearby lake. Then Zen master said, "Now put this salt in the lake." Young man swilled his handful of salt into the lake. After that, master asked him to drink water from the lake. Young man took some water and drank. Now Zen master asked, "How does it taste?" Young man replied, "Sir, it tastes good." Zen master questioned again, "Were you able to taste salt in this water?" Young man replied, "No, not at all." Master and young man sat near that lake. The master put his hand on the young man's shoulder and said, "My dear friend, the pain of life is like that pure salt. No more, no less. The amount of pain in life remains the same, but the amount we taste the pain depends on the container we put it into. So when you are in pain, the only thing you can do is enlarge your sense of things. Stop being a glass and become a lake." Now, here the glass of water and lake indicate our patience. And if we see in our lives, we will find that if we have little patience like a glass of water, then even small problems in your life will start feeling big to you. And if you have abundance of patience like lake, then even the biggest problems will not be able to disturb you too much. Of course, there are difficulties in the life of every person. In fact, there is no person in this world who does not have difficulties in his life. Difficulties are a part of our life. If there is no sorrow in life, then there can be no feeling of happiness too. But when we start thinking too much about problems and start worry too much about it, then we become like that glass of water, which will become bitter even with little salt in it. Therefore, whenever there are difficulties in your life, try to have patience like lake and try to deal with those difficulties. Only then you can live a happy and a peaceful life. So this was today's inspirational story. Thanks for watching and keep smiling.